So, good afternoon, everybody. Big apology to make. I'm still trying to sort things out, as you can see. I've been in this new place for a week. I've been working on the desk. I've got the corner in. I've just got to finish it off this afternoon. They say best laid plans of mice and men. I haven't quite organised enough. Anyway, one thing that is really consistent and always reliable is my co-host Julie.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
So, how are you? Did you miss me last week?
You were sorely missed. Yeah,
I almost feel terrible, but look, I've got everything in the new place. All I've got to do now is get everything sorted. So, anyone who's seen me since last week will know there's usually about 40 boxes behind me there. And then as I build this desk up, things will then get sorted out. Big plans. It's some plans are going well. I mean, I was going to pocket hole join all these bits of wood, and I found a really nice timber yard, and they've sold me some wonderful wood, but it's actually far too hard. I nearly set the wood on fire trying to drill through it. So I had to change the plan. So what I've done is I've got these two sheets of wood, and I've bolted the bottom bit to screwed it, and then this afternoon I need to put the corner in that will join the two bits of wood. Once I've done that, then I can start working on what's going to be the tabletop, and then I can start getting things moved across to the table, which means I can get rid of this table, which is then going to give me more room. And then once I've got the table finished, I can start looking at putting the bed on top, which will then make even more room. Then I can start putting, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. This is a clothes rail. I like having my clothes in a drawer or a wardrobe. And this is my wardrobe at the moment. And it's, you have to make do. It's going to take me, a couple of months. Christmas is helpful because I've got today off, obviously, but I've got 2 streams to do. I've got another appointment to make just before my stream tonight, so that's less time I've got to do stuff. Thankfully, I've got a half day tomorrow because the buses stopped running early, and then I've got Christmas Day and Boxing Day, but I'm not going to be able to buy anything Christmas Day, Boxing Day, so I need to make sure I've got everything tomorrow so that I can crack on with it. So, I think I'm going to be spending a bit of time in B&Q tomorrow. But I'll get there. I cannot make plans and measurements. I have to just chuck it all together and it works or it doesn't. And big thank you to Adrian, who's been we've just been like talking about it all the time and thrashing it out. And the plans have changed a little bit. The bed was going to be up there at one point, or the desk was going to be, but we worked out it was going to come so far out. It was going to block half the window. And when you're so focused on something, you just can't see the wood for the trees, so to speak. And Adrian just went, well, put the bed on the other side. And I'm like, that's genius. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. But I'll get there. So, but also because everything's all packed up and been moved around 58 times, I can't find any of my diamond painting stuff. So I can't do anything today, I'm afraid. Apart from some gift tags. So so before I read the comments out, big thank you to Smith's Bees as always, who's been helping out with the stream. I'll do some links and banners and whatnots. But big thank you to them. Big thank you to I've forgotten the name of the group. It's all about also supporting our stream. Shall I do the comments?
Yeah.
Okay, so gold star today goes to Mark Mods, who says hello everybody. Lovely Christine say hello everyone, Merry Christmas and a much better 2021 to you all. Here, I'll agree to that. I was just doing a little test post on Facebook there. Dave's Hobbies, hello everyone, hope you're all doing well and happy Christmas to you all. And we've got 3 Christmas trees. See, Dave has got the hang of these emoji thing. I can't figure them out. And I'm supposed to be hip and in this my era, and I can't figure them out. The lovely Mike Tedstone, hello all. And then we have Natasha Oliver, hi all, Penny in Yorkshire Craft. And we forgot to invite you, didn't we? Oh, so much. I rushed it. Natasha, do you want to come on and join us? If you do, I'll send you the link. Or Julie can send the link. Because Julie is an expert on streaming now after last week, aren't you?
No.
So I think in the absence of me being able to do some diamond painting, I think we should have a conversation point. So what should we have a conversation point? It is 2 days before Christmas. Is it too cheesy and stereotypical to go for a Christmas topic?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, Christmas.
So Christmas. Christmas topic. Without talking about the obvious, one item under your tree that you would like to receive that would be absolutely perfect. And should we put a price cap on that?
No, don't put price cap on
Right,
it. No.
right, so you're doing Secret Santa at work, and there's a limit of £5 per person. What would be the perfect gift that you could receive from your Secret Santa? And you're not allowed to say anything to do with diamond painting because that's too obvious.
Okay, I'll go the other way then. A little stitching kit.
Okay, I need to try and get that in there somehow.
Yeah.
Natasha Oliver says go for it. Yeah. Sorry, I get random adverts pop up. Right, so help. I'm just trying to find the invite button.
Yeah.
I can't remember how to invite. Oh, I know it's there somewhere.
It's at the bottom, isn't it? The leave studio and invite.
Yeah, big thing at the bottom that says invite. Yeah. I know it's. I'm really worn out today.
I was just looking around thinking invite, and then I saw it at the bottom.
Yeah. Right, Natasha. We are having a guest today. But anyone like? I'm still trying to get Mike on. You know.
Yeah, we do need to get Mike on, don't we?
We want to get Mike on here.
His excuse is he ain't got a camera.
Why am I not surprised at some of these answers? Right. So we've got Build with Adrian says, hello everyone on B. Always does this every week, don't he? He shares the love on both of our channels, you see. Have I gone grey, or is that the way the light is hitting my hair?
It's just a light, yeah.
I don't mind going grey, because I think here I'm really grey. Is it? Well, I'm not there. I know, right? No, I do not have a problem with going grey, but I have this little who's that woman on X-Men? She has this grey streak, and I know it starts off where she kisses this boy and he dies, and that's kind of the mutant power that she has. If she kisses someone, they die or something like that.
Ivy Summer or whatever it's called.
Is it Storm or something?
I don't know.
But anyway, so I have had this little grey streak since the age of 21. I can't find it now. I've accidentally hidden it up. Here we go. We've got Natasha.
Yay!
Hello. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, so this grey streak appeared when I got made supervisor at an office I worked at, and when I left, it stopped getting bigger, and then about 2 or 3 years, about 3-4 years ago, when I was made supervisor of a bus driving agency, it started getting bigger again. And when I quit that job, it stopped getting bigger. But I really don't have a problem with going grey. I do occasionally dye my hair, but it's because I fancy a colour in my hair, not to hide the grey. I kind of see grey as a sign of wisdom. I don't like to use the word old. I like to use the word wiser. And wiser people go grey. Yeah, and that's just kind of how I see it. Maybe that's just a way of me kidding myself that it's okay to get old. But that's just how I see it. You know, when I'm at work and I've got a problem, I go to the older bus drivers for help and advice because they've been doing the job longer than me. They're wiser. So, anyway, hello, Natasha. What have you been up to?
Not really.
Not really. I spent well, I would say that's most of us, but I've been doing a hell of a lot this week.
How's your mood gone?
But really well, really well. The landlady was away for a couple of days while I was moving in, which was nice and not nice. But when she came, and we're doing a lot of like sitting down and talking, and it's nice to talk with someone who you're on the same level with them. When I'm not talking down to her, she's not talking down to me or anything like that. And obviously there's a lot of chats because we're all we're trying to figure out each other out. But she's, I'll never go over to healthy eating, but she's looking at improving my diet. And I said, one thing I am looking at is I did a couple of earlies last week. Now, my normal routine is I wake up and I don't actually get hungry until I start work. Now, when you consider sometimes I start work at 4 p.m, that means I'm getting up at 8 a.m. and I'm not eating till 4 p.m. And then I'm hungry. Well, of course, when you walk into a shop with money and you're hungry, you buy crap, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. So my typical lunch is four chocolate donuts and a milkshake. And that can sometimes become my main meal of the day. So obviously I said, I am interested in eating breakfast at the very least. And if that's my best meal of the day, at least it's better than chocolate donuts and a milkshake. So anyway, we kind of started off. I said, well, look, she has porridge every day. She does this. I can't quite explain it. It's kind of a bodybuilding, sculpting, toning, not like Arnold Schwarzenegger muscles, but like some kind of bodybuilding. And she's going to be doing contests and hopefully she'll win loads. And so she's one of the things oats is very good for you. And she puts all this stuff in them. So she made me porridge yesterday, and it had cinnamon and peanut butter in. And I've got to say, it's the best porridge I've ever had in my life. She did it again this morning, but she put in, I told you what it was earlier, and we figured out what it was, didn't we?
Turmeric.
Turmeric, yeah.
Turmeric, yeah.
I had a lot of people do that.
Yeah. But because I said, well, you put that in curries, don't you? She goes, yeah, but it's not spicy. It's more the colour. But she also put these funny seeds in, and then she put little bits of fruit, and you couldn't tell what they were until you actually ate them. I'm like, oh yeah, that tastes like melon. And next one, I'm sure that's pineapple. She goes, yeah, there's pineapple in there. And I thought, right, well, if I start making my own porridge in the morning, it's like if I'm on an early, the 2 minutes it takes to cook the porridge, I could be making a sandwich to take to work with me. So I'm not doing massive lifestyle change. I'll still eat pasties and things, but it's all doing everything in moderation. So, and yeah, as I say, things aren't, my diet isn't going to change much, except that obviously having breakfast. But I tell you what, I had breakfast yesterday morning. Within a couple of hours, I was hungry. And I'm like, I'm not in work for another 4 hours. Why am I after my second meal of the day before I'd normally have me first? It was really, really weird. So, anyway, bit of catch up. We have Danielle Boudreau. Good day, all you beautiful peeps. Talking to beautiful peeps, how are your beautiful pups? Are you working over Christmas, or have you done all your Christmas work? So, Mark's Mods, I knew he'd come out with stuff like this because we know Mark's naughty, don't we? So
We do.
His Santa would be caramel wafers. Hang on a sec. Just... I've got one more to make sure is accessible.
Is he going to be jealous now?
Love the caramel wafers. Do you know what? I'm not eating as much chocolate at the moment, mainly because I'm eating a lot. So when chocolate becomes a treat rather than a staple, you kind of enjoy it more as well, don't you?
You do, yeah.
So Natasha Oliver, friends and family and love is all. Yeah, I know it's the old cliche, isn't it? But I mean, what we're planning for Christmas at my old landlady's house has been cancelled because this area has gone into tier 4, and obviously 2 weeks after you've moved out, you're technically in another bubble. So we've had to cancel that Christmas dinner, which is a shame. But I said to the new landlady, I said, I'll try and find a small joint of something, even if it's just a chicken breast or something.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, and we'll have like a proper Sunday dinner, but we'll wrap it up and call it Christmas dinner, because that's all basically Christmas dinner is, isn't it? It's a very big, lovely, well thought out Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
It's ready.
We'll sit down. We'll have a eat together. Spend a bit of time, and I that's one thing I miss about my childhood, is at the very, very least on a Sunday you would all have to. It was the law of the house. You must be at home 2:00 Sunday. We're having Sunday dinner, and we're all going to sit there. There's no mobile phones, the TV switched off, no radio, no nothing, just each other's company.
Yeah.
And
That doesn't happen very much now, does it?
yeah, but I mean, when I got older, me, my mum, and my stepdad, we were all working, and we were all quite literally ships. The only time we'd see each other is in the evening for about an hour or two. And as a consequence, we used to live off microwave meals. Microwave meals as in my mum would cook, plate it up, put a bit of cling film on, and then we'd heat it up in the microwave when we got home. That's what I mean by microwave meals. So we still ate well, but we never ate together because we were all passing. But Sunday was the day, no matter what you're doing, yeah, you're coming home 2:00. Yeah, if you want to go out with friends, and you bring your friends around, and they will have Sunday dinner with us as well. And that to me that's also what Christmas is about. But I also have this little joke that Christmas Day is when you have your relatives round that you haven't seen for a year, and then by Boxing Day you suddenly remember why you haven't seen them for a year.
This year I think is a tough one for everyone, to be honest. No.
It is a tough one. So I'm gonna say to everyone, give someone a call Christmas Day. Just let them know you're alive. Just say, how are you? Someone you haven't spoken to for a while. I'm going to ring my dad up. My dad in America. Sod the expense. I'll give him a quick 5-10 minute call, or Facebook message them, or something. Just think of someone else for 5 minutes on Christmas Day. Ring them up and say hello. Oh, I thought we lost you there, Natasha. Just say, I'm thinking of you.
Right, if you're in and out of net.
But I'm sure that'll mean the world to them. Just a random. Last year, it was quite funny actually. I had a sort of Christmas Day. I just wanted to sit there and just bit of TV, not do anything, and not do anything with anyone. And about 6:00, I had 2 phone calls from people wishing me Merry Christmas, and I was a little bit. I just want to sit here and not be disturbed. And now people are ringing me up, wishing me Merry Christmas, and I can't have a go at them because they've got good intentions. But I just want to be left alone. And it sounds really sad, but sometimes that's nice. That's how I want to spend Christmas. But I kind of thought about it afterwards, and I thought, you know what, that was absolutely lovely. If they hadn't rung up, I could probably then end up going, oh, no one cares, no one bothers me. So I'd rather people give me a phone call and bother me than ignore me. So anyway, Chris Davis World, he says, hi all, still loving your logo, Chris. And then Adrian Langley, oh, you're slowing down there. It's taken you 4 minutes to get from YouTube to Facebook to say hello everyone on Facebook. And then we will get through all the comments eventually. Danielle Boudreau. Nasty, a coffee cup was too cute. Does that mean Natalie coffee cup was too
The
cute?
tappers, yeah. Owl.
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it? Who was into owls? Was it Danielle or was it you? No, it's Danielle was into owls.
Danielle.
I'm absolutely infatuated with owls.
Yeah. See, I'm
So you'll see owls.
not quite owls for me.
It's one of my favourite animals. I like all animals, but owls just top it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I'm really a wolfy person.
So you'd like Blaze then?
Pardon?
You'd like Blaze then?
Yeah. Oh, is he
Good Malamute.
Yeah. I think I brought this up before. Apparently, one of the most common dogs now in rescues is Malamutes. No,
It's very hard to train.
Well, it's not just that. It's when Game of Thrones came out and they had the dire wolves. Obviously, everyone wanted one of those kind of dogs, and then they realised they're actually a bit of a handful.
Yep.
And suddenly, you've got all these people getting rid of it, and I think that's an absolutely awful reason to buy. I mean, I'd love a Malamute. The reason I'd love a Malamute is because they're one of the closest dogs to a wolf. I don't want one now, because everyone's got one. But I would, it's not any, I mean, all right, I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan, but I wouldn't be buying them because of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But saying that, I've owned a Dalmatian before, and Dalmatians I absolutely loopy at times, but I just love they got a little bit of a nature that I like, which is they'll run off, and then they'll come back and make sure you're all right, and then they'll run off again. And it just...
Well, Blaze took him a while to get used to me, but if I have a seizure, he'll now howl for my neighbour to come round and get me.
Wonderful.
I can try and show you him if my net don't go off, but, you know. There he is.
Oh.
He's my Facebook group live stealer. Everyone loves him.
He looks like he was trying to get up to something a little bit naughty while you were looking, and then you're going to put the camera on him.
He did.
He knows when I put the camera on him, and he'll just...
He's like, what, what's going on? No, get the camera off me. Normally dogs are quite photogenic, aren't they?
Yeah, well,
It's like, no, get it.
Get off me! Get it off me! But no, if sirens do go off, I apologise because he will howl.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So, police cars go past or ambulance.
They're actually quite a quiet dog, aren't they? If I remember. Yeah, so they only bark if there's something worthwhile barking for. They're not really a bark at the postman dog, are they?
Well, he'll bark at anything if he could.
Well, fair enough then.
But he's got used to me over since March, so he's like my little guard dog now at the moment.
He wouldn't guard you if he didn't love you, would he?
No.
So, right. So Fleetwood J says, "Hi all. Hope everyone is okay and safe in these tough times." Yeah. It's been tough. I think people have just learned to cope, and then they go make it tougher, don't they? So now everyone's panic buying fresh fruit and vegetables now because they think they're not going to get any come in from abroad. Yeah. But what was quite funny is I watched. I had a meme come up from last year, and it was quick panic buy everybody because the shops are going to be closed for one day. And that was nothing to do with COVID. That was just, you know how everybody goes out and shops Christmas Eve. No matter how much Christmas shopping you bought, everybody goes out Christmas Eve because, let's face it, the shops are shut Christmas Day. You know, all throughout the year, you shop once a week or once a fortnight, and that lasts you for the whole week. But shopping Christmas Eve, you got it. No, that's not enough.
Yeah.
I don't think I could shop on Christmas Eve, to be honest.
I've done it before, and I vowed never to do it again. When I worked late, I used to do my shopping at 3 in the morning at the 24-hour Tesco's. Used to finish work, and I used to go and look at the reduced counter and see what they've got. And because people say to me at work, "What you got for your dinner tomorrow?" And I go, "Absolutely no idea. I haven't been to Tesco's yet." And I go to Tesco's. There'd be about 3 people in the whole store. There'd be more staff than customers. And I'd have a look at the reduced counter, and might be salmon, might be a pork chop, it might be, I don't know, pate or foie gras, whatever it's called. Who knows? And I just look at that and I go, right, what could I do with that? And I'd buy a few little things to do something with it. And it was great. And no menu planning, just go to Tesco, see what they got left over.
Yeah.
And but then as Christmas came, you had all these people in the shop at 3 in the morning. And we were like saying to shopkeeper, how dare they come into our store at our time? And they're like, yeah, I know. And it was like, but we were looking at it like, you don't belong here. Go away and shop at your normal time.
Yeah.
We actually felt quite put out that, I mean, obviously they're welcome, but we felt quite put out that people were intruding on that. We shop at 3 in the morning because we like shopping when there's no one else about.
Yeah.
We can go. Yeah. Now all of a sudden it's 3 in the morning and the shop assistants don't have time to talk to you. They're too busy filling the shelves. The shelves are empty and faster than they can fill them. And it's like, that's ridiculous. But it's like everyone's thought, oh, let's shop at 3 in the morning. It'll be quieter. No, everybody's thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sod's law, isn't it?
Bill with Adrian says hi at Mike Tedstone, and then Danielle Boudreau. So, Penny, are you unpacked and settled in your new place? Right. So, there's your answer. I'm settling. Obviously, work getting in the way, so I can't spend days. I mean, this is my first day off since Thursday because I did take 2 days off yesterday, which is a bit unusual for me. I didn't, especially with Christmas coming up, I didn't want to take 2 days off, but I said, look, I'm going to take that Thursday off because if I fall behind schedule, I'm going to need that Thursday. And it did. I did need it. I planned this for ages. And some things were going as well, but there were a few, as always, there's a few little things that didn't go as planned. You are smirking behind your hand there.
Mark's comment.
Oh, have I not got that far yet?
No.
All right, okay, yeah, all right. Do you want me to pick that comment up now?
Yeah, go.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll catch up on the comment and then I'll go back to the moving experience. So Queen of Diamonds, Rosebud, who I now say Rosebud once I've said a full name. Hi everyone, hope you're all well and okay. Danielle Boudreau, no, I'm done until, wow. Is that because you've chosen to close down or because there just isn't the work anymore until after Christmas? She also says catching up on Stitch. Oh, that's good then, if you've got something to do. And then she says, Julie, I have exciting news to me. I always watch you all in the UK do the flip through the world of cross stitch, and I received a postal to order a subscription. I'm so excited, prettier than our just cross stitch magazine here.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Chris Davis, well, thank you for your comment. Penny, thanks, Penny, for your comment about my logo. Really appreciate it. I love it still. Yeah, it just sums you up, Chris. It's simple, but it's got a couple of bits. Obviously, you see the globe and you think, oh, that's Chris Davis World. And then you see the glasses. And isn't it funny that when I was a kid, you used to poke fun at people who wore glasses. And now that we're all older and more mature, it's like, yeah, he wears glasses. Yeah, let's incorporate that. That's part of him. Yeah. And then I think Danielle Boudreau is taking the mickey now because she's doing a dog avatar, a dog, what do you call them? Emoji, which because she knows I can't do them. So Fleetwood J, I am a huge Staffy fan and miss having one. I had a Staffy and I
Yeah.
had my moments with him. He was a stubborn little bugger though. So a couple of little things I couldn't train him out of. And then Mark's Mods, beautiful dog, Natasha. Julie, we are getting one.
No.
Then Danielle Boudreau, I chose those dates. That's good. So yeah, I suppose actually I'm lucky stroke unlucky. In the bus industry, a lot of times you get told when you're on holiday. So you get your time off. But obviously sometimes I forget people who are self-employed, they may not get so much holiday, and when they do decide to take holiday, they're not paid for it because there's no income, and you could potentially lose business over it because if you're not there all the time, people start going, oh, they're not there, we'll go somewhere else. So it's always risky taking holiday, and I think people forget that with and obviously you've got to struggle when you were setting the business up, and you've got to work hard and maintain the work and then try and get new work. So it's nice when you can take time off. And then she says, the World of Cross Stitch is the magazine. So I'm sorry, I forgot to say which one. Not enough coffee yet. It's never enough time in the day to coffee in. So yes, I was saying about the move. Wednesday. So this mattress I'd ordered, which is under there somewhere. Nice little deals. It was half decent mattress. There's a few issues with it, but that's fine. Now I wasn't sure if I could get to the mattress, so I ordered a taxi. 15 quid, go and pick it up, bring it to my new place. Lovely. And then I also ordered a taxi for Thursday morning because I thought theoretically I would just have the desk stuff from what I'd got left from the Fruit Master stream. Well, about 5 minutes before this mattress was meant to be picked up, I get a phone call from the taxi saying, oh, they can't bring the mattress because they don't do house moves because of COVID. And I thought, well, I understand the reason, but you could have given me more than 5 minutes notice. And then obviously the car that I was borrowing turned out I couldn't get it till 12 o'clock. And then the first thing I'd do was go and get the mattress. So that sort of delayed the moving. Lovely big car. What do I say? These boxes I've got, I can't reach them. Most of my possessions have been put into these boxes. Sorry, I'm really tight for space. I got 24 of these boxes in one car, so that made the job so much easier. And we did about 3 carloads, and then I just couldn't do any more. And then the Thursday, I think I did 2 carloads, but it was a little bit with the carloads on Thursday because I had my models, so I didn't want to pack too much stuff in, so I didn't want to break anything. I think I've got. Still can't find those diamond paintings, so I'm giving those up for lost. Landlady's talking to someone and I heard a bang. Does that mean the postman's just come?
Oh.
Ooh. Well, I had a letter last week, but I missed them, so I got a little red letter. So I rearranged the delivery for today. So hopefully, I really need them to not miss the post today because I think it's a present from one of my very good friends. So Thursday we got everything in, bar a few little bits, which I thought I was gonna walk to the house and pick them up. They were just like clothes in a couple of boxes.
Yeah.
Then I had 2 early shifts and they really, I've not done earlies for a long time, and it just knocked the socks off me. And I was like 6 till 2. I was coming home and I was sleeping most of the day. And then I went into work 5 o'clock Friday morning, and then Saturday I was on a late. So I thought, well, I got 24 hours between shifts. But you suddenly started to become an early person, and now you've got to do the late. So it was a little bit hard, but But yeah, I've been sorting little bits out, just not an awful lot. But first thing we did, we shoved everything into the room, and it just literally filled the whole room up. And then I spent about an hour or two just rearranging things, and I suddenly developed. I haven't got room to swing a cat, but I can swing a small cat, maybe a kitten. You know, I've got enough room to do that. But it's all, well, you know the expression, not enough room to swing a cat. Why you would want to swing a cat, I do not know. Yeah, it's, and then obviously with today, with doing this thing, because of the length of the board, I'll tell you, I'm going to nick the full screen for a sec. These boards are a lovely timber yard. These boards are 4.8 meters by 1 point. No, they're 2 point. I forget how big they are. They're 2.4 meters by 1 point. They're twice as wide as they are. They're twice as tall as they are wide. I think they're supposed to be, that's right, they're supposed to be 2.4 meters, but they're 2.6. And I looked at them and I thought, and they're like really thick. And I just looked around and I thought, oh my God. And I bought these, the support struts that I bought. The guy went, oh, I've got some really nice wood for you. And I bought 3 of them. These are my main supports. Now, these were bought in 4.8 meter lengths. That's where I was getting 4.8. So I said, look, I'm going to, and they don't have cutting facilities at this yard. I keep saying to them, you need cutting facilities. And he goes, no, he goes, we'll lend you a handsaw. So, but I done really well yesterday because I'm cutting the lengths off. And this guy just come up to me and he goes, you're not cutting that right, give it air. And he just cut all the wood for me. I just marked it and he went, right, and I thought, lovely. And then I've given them a little bit extra because they've been really, basically, they're more of a trade supplier. The guys come in, I want this, I'm doing right, off we go. Whereas I come in and they're going, what do you want? And I'm like, I haven't got a clue. Right, well, what are you doing? I said, well, I think I want to do this. And they're working out half the project for me. So they've been really, really good. And I told me rough plan and they're going, all right. And they're going, right, this is what I recommend. And I said, look, I don't want cheap. But I don't think you sell cheap, but I want to go as low cost as possible. And he's going, right, this is what I'm recommending. So I give him a little bit extra. Now, it's 3 minutes walk. It's just the other side of the road, which is dead handy. So I don't really want to pay £10 delivery charge. That's why. But when I saw these, I'm looking at them and I'm going, I've not got a clue how I'm going to get them home. 2.5 meters, and they weigh a ton. I think they're about 20 kilos. And I thought, how am I going to balance them home? And it was, I put them at the bottom of the stairs last night, and I brought them up today, and they were a nightmare. Really hard. He got them in, but the guy just went, look, I tell you what, chuck them in the back of the van. And it was literally, he came out of the yard, did a left, then did a right, and we're in my road. So he says, yeah, just chuck them in. And I went, all right, lovely. So I chucked him a £5, and I'm sure that one's not gone on the books. I said, just get yourself something for Christmas or a pint or something.
Yeah.
So they've been really, really helpful. And so as a result of them being helpful, I'm going to go to them all the time.
Yeah.
I bought a box of screws. This was a funny bit. I said, what size screws do you think I'm going to need? And he's going, oh, I think this one. So I got this box of screws, and then I went back in the next day, and I said, well, I'm going to get them. And she said, what size do you want? I said, I don't know. I said, I haven't got a clue. I said, I'm looking online, and they're giving all these funny size 8 screws. What's that mean? They're not 8 mils. Size 8 screw is 0.116 millimeters or inches. No, 0.116 millimeters. No, hang on. 0.166 inches. So the numbers bear no resemblance to anything.
No.
All I know is a size 8 screw is bigger than a size 6 and smaller than a size 10. That's all it means. So but I said, look, I said they're £3 a box. So, I haven't gotten within reach. I just tried to reach in the chair. But I said, they're this long. And I said, look, now I've got some screws. I've got some for reference. So next time I come in, I'll go, I want some longer than this or shorter than this. And funnily enough, that's exactly what I did this morning. The yard is shut, so I went to the DIY store. And I took screws, one screw that was too short and one that was too long. And when the guy says, what size do you want? I just went, something in between these two. So that's the only reference I can make now. So, but now I've got, the thing is, it's like Americans work on inches and they love the inch system. I don't think they will ever change it. In the UK, we work on millimeters. But some things and some people work on inches. So I think it's a little bit harder. You got to work out both. I personally prefer millimeters because I think you can go down. I forget what the conversion is. How many millimeters in an inch? Does anyone know? I haven't got a tape measure or anything. But I think there's more. I think there's more than 32 millimeters in an inch. Or is it 22? I don't know, something anyway. So, and I don't like the idea of 32.
I don't.
So I'll just do a bit of a catch up on the chat. So Danielle Boudreau says, I do take those dates to get ready. Really. Oh, is your tax year in America, does that run from January, I believe, isn't it? IRS day. So just
is it 2.5 centimeters to an inch?
Yeah, so you've got 25 millimeters ish to an inch. I know they can work in 30 seconds of an inch, but more commonly they work in 16ths of an inch. You've got 16 stages in an inch, but you've got 20 something in the same space. So, but I like millimeters anyway. I've just always worked in millimeters. But I think it's funny that I like to work in miles rather than kilometers, and kilometers should be simple. I still cannot get the hang of kilograms and grams. I much prefer pounds and ounces. 16 ounces to a pound is a lot simpler to me than 1,000 grams to a kilogram. I don't know why. Yeah, when I was very young, my great aunt used to say, "I can't get the hang of new money." I can't remember old money, but it was like 12 pence in a shilling or something, and so many shillings in a pound, and there was like 144 and something, and then you had all these weird denomination coins, and I'm like, how can that be simpler than 100 pennies in a pound? Now inches, I don't know, but yet with vehicles I'll work in miles. But there is one trick I do know, because when you go abroad they're all kilometers an hour, and I remember we were driving abroad and my friend said, oh, I don't know what the speed limit, I don't know what it is, because her car was displaying in miles per hour. I said, I don't know what it is. I said, it was simple. I said, all I know is that 80 kilometers an hour is 50 miles an hour. I said, so if the speed limit is 100 kilometers an hour, that's about 70 miles an hour. So you just kind of work it from there. And I said, you look at the distance between 0 and 50 miles an hour, which is 80. And then you can go 25% over that. That's all I know. So, so ready. So yes, we can file in January, but have to pay April, right? So here, the established financial year ends on the 6th of April. The new one begins on the 7th. But me being a limited company, we have our own individual filing years just to make things interesting. So as this is my first year of filing, my year end is 31st of January. And the way it works is that you get the first month of trading always goes on to the first year, and then it's 12 months. So although I started my company in January, my filing year is February to January. So my first year of filing is about 12 months and a week. I think it's 21st of January my company was set up. So I suppose that makes it easier that you're going to have all these companies are all filing different months. So you haven't got everything at once. But the main tax financial year is April the 7th. And then if you're self-employed, you file your tax return after the 7th of April, but I think you've got till January. And then I think you get like 6 months to pay that bill or something like that. So what I always used to say to anyone else that was self-employed is, if you know you've either got a tax rebate or no tax to pay, you get your filings in April. Get it done quickly. If you owe them money, you get it done about a week before the deadline, because the longer it takes you to file, the longer you have to pay that bill. So and that's what I used to do when I was a taxi driver. Each week I'd be setting aside my tax into a savings account. So I'd be accumulating interest. And then what I would do is, if I knew I was paying, and I always used to overestimate my tax. So I might have, like, for example, 3 grand saved up or 2 grand saved up in tax. And then when my tax bill is calculated, it's calculated at like £1,500. So I've got £500. But what you do is you file right close to your deadline day, and then they'll give you a date that you've got to pay by. You then pay about a week before your deadline for paying. But I think it's changed a bit now anyway. So what about you, Julie?
What do you mean, what about me?
Anything. Right, I'm just going to have to disappear for a second. So what I'm going to do is just take myself off the screen, but I'll come back in a minute.
Yeah.
I can't find the cursor.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I'll see you shortly.
Okay. Right. Christmas plans. Trying to think. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, we'll be having a takeaway with the boys and a bit of a movie night. And you got any plans for Christmas Eve?
Me, I'm doing nothing.
You know.
Absolutely nothing. I suppose Christmas Day, Mark will pop probably to his partner, make sure she's okay, but obviously he has to stand outside, he can't go in there.
No.
So, but it's going to be a total quiet Christmas for us, really.
Yeah.
Just find things to do. And that's all I'm going to be doing, and rest.
Yeah, rest and I mean, we've got plans Boxing Day. My mum and dad have invited themselves over. But Christmas Day will just be the 4 of us. So yeah.
What tier are you in? So you're in an alright tier then?
Oh, what, sorry?
Which tier are you in?
3.
Yeah, we're in 3 as well. But I think tier 4.
Right.
For Cumbria, they're getting really close to locking us down.
They've said that for some areas, aren't they?
So I'm still shielding myself like I've been asked. That's what I'm doing until I get the injection. I guess I suppose we'll get a phone call for that or letter.
That's what it's saying for a lot of people, isn't it? Just wait on this immunisation and hopefully. But they said they still don't know how long it's going to last. 6 months, a year, could be.
It could be anything, couldn't it? You just don't know.
No. No, they said it could be like the flu injection. Get one every year, but
Hopefully that don't help again.
hello,
I'm back.
you're back.
Yeah. So how long do you think it'll be before the whole country will be in tier 4?
End of January at least.
They're going to end up in a big lockdown, aren't they? Because especially with this new variant coming out of COVID.
You've got so many defiant people, haven't you?
Yep.
I mean, I was reading a letter in the Metro newspaper, and they were saying that they followed all the rules. This particular woman's already had COVID, so she's not going to pass it on to her family. They've been following all these rules just so they can have a Christmas, and she's ill with cancer, so it's probably going to be her last Christmas. So she's just gone, right, you know what, sod it. They will come for Christmas. And she's not, well, theoretically, I don't know how, see, things keep changing.
Yeah.
The last I heard is if you caught COVID, you can't get it again. But well, can you get the new strain?
I suppose you could, couldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. But I've got to be honest with you. If I knew I was only going to have one more Christmas left,
I'd just go mental, me. I wouldn't care what the government said.
Yeah, I think I would.
Seriously, I think
we lock you up for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's you got to
I'll
do.
out on it.
But see, the thing is, you use the word essential. Like, what's essential to you is not essential to me. So when they say essential travel only, you know, is me going to work to operate a bus for people to go shopping, is that really essential?
No, but you might be helping the people that can't work from home.
Yeah. So it's, you know, the little old lady who can't carry loads of shopping, so she has to take the bits every day. That to me isn't essential because I can go out and carry a couple of carrier bags home. So I don't need to go out every day.
No.
The only time the only time I go out is just to pick up. Normally I go out when I run out of milk, and then I pick up other bits with it. So I tend to be shopping. But there's people that will argue you don't need to do that. You could do that better. So and not that Mark's mod's got 2 naughty points today, hasn't he?
Yes.
Because are essential.
Oh, that's what I was thinking about.
So Chris Davis, well, yeah, we tier 4 from 12 a.m. Sunday. Just gone hard for everyone, and some people don't listen. Yeah, this is the thing. People aren't listening. People are ignoring it. So it's, and I think that's why we've got this new strain.
Yeah.
I think, because the thing is, if you've got a bug and then you're not around people, you can't pass it on to anyone, and the bug will just die out, won't it?
Yeah.
So if I appreciate
a lot of bugs die in the winter because it's frozen, so that's where they can die. But this one seems to probably like the winter, so it's getting stronger over it because it's not. It likes obviously warmer weather, doesn't it? So colder weather. They did say we're going to get a second wave, and it looks like it just does. That's getting a second wave. There's a lot of areas, aren't there? Really?
Yeah. Mike Tedstone just raised a fairly good point. It is essential, Penny. The bus service must be used by NHS staff and other emergency staff. But that I agree with. Do we need a full service? The route that I do is every 10 minutes. Now, if people aren't going out for essential travel, then maybe we could run a half an hour service. The times when we know it's going to be busy, like for example, getting NHS staff to work, where we will carry more than 21 people, we could perhaps put an extra bus on the road. So maybe have a 10-minute service between 7 a.m. and 8:30, and then it drops down to a half an hour service. Do we need a 10-minute bus service for people just to go and pick up a pint of milk? Maybe having a less frequent bus service and therefore more people on the bus, maybe that will discourage people from going out. Well, I'm not going out because all the buses are crowded. I know with me, I wouldn't bother.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's also every single rule we have seems to be finished off with except. You must wear your mask, except children under 11. What are they immune from COVID?
I don't think, to be honest.
But so you could have a bus full of 10-year-old kids, and this is the thing: they've been packing the kids into the schools, right? They've all been in contact with other people. They're then in contact with all the kids. I mean, LBC referred to them as super spreaders when this first started. Super spreaders, exactly what they are. They run around everywhere, and when they're running, they're breathing heavy, and any bugs they've got, everyone's getting it. And although they were talking about herd immunity, which I kind of semi-agree. Everyone should just go out and everyone gets it, but that's
basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think they brought the mask out too late. They should have done that as soon as they started unlocking the lockdown.
The thing is, I mean, it's like I've had people say to me, and then bus drivers report the same. Why aren't you enforcing masks? Right. Well, some people are genuinely exempt. For example, me, I'm exempt, and some people it can make an embarrassing situation by challenging them. What I personally am grateful for is the people that are wearing those lanyards. It's got little sunflowers on, and you know that they're exempt. So I'm not going to challenge them. They might have just bought one because they can't be bothered to wear a face mask, but I'm not the police. I'm a bus driver. It's not my job to question it. Why can you not wear a mask?
I make sure I carry my medical exemption certificate around with me. But
most people carry one, and most people are trying. Sometimes more people are now spending more time putting their masks on than they are getting their passes out.
I still wear a mask even though I'm exempt from it.
Yeah.
I feel like I should protect myself and other people if I come in contact with them.
Can't beat Mike in an argument, can you? Yes, a 10-minute service would help with social distancing. A 30-minute to an hourly service would mean more people on the bus at a time. But we are limited on the number of people we can carry, though. The only thing about we have a bus limit, but it doesn't stop people from sitting together. One of my services goes past Sainsbury's distribution centre, and they all kick out at the same time. And you only have 21 people on the bus, but they all sit at the back of the bus. And in all fairness, they probably work together all day. So, but yeah, I think. I know some bus companies, they've blocked off the inside seats. You can only sit by the window. They put covers over, going, do not sit here. And that I'd like to see. But you can't control sheep. You can control where the sheep go as a herd, but you can't control what they do within the herd. But with regards to the mask, the only people I have a problem with is the people who aren't wearing it. People who wear a mask as a scarf, get off my bus. I'm not even going to entertain you. It's not a neck warmer.
No.
And then second worst, and you get this a lot, they put it over their mouth, but they don't put it over their nose.
Yeah.
Maybe that just Oh, sorry, go around. I just heard a knock at the door.
And she's gone again, just like.
She's a bit funny.
Oh dear. Right, let's catch up on some comments. Where did we get to? Danielle, wasn't it? So, I'll be going to my sister's. Oh, that'll be nice, Danielle. Other than that, I'll be home. Queen 2, yeah. Tier 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Fleetwood was meant to be going to my girlfriend's but got a strep throat infection.
Ouch.
Oh,
Hope you get better.
ouch. Tier 4 for us after Boxing Day, I think. Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah, I think that's where we're heading as well.
yeah. Danielle, oh no.
Apologise for that, guys. I thought it was a knock at the door. It wasn't. It was a landlady who was stirring, cooking.
It got you a bit of exercise, though, didn't it?
I can't remember the last time I moved so quick. I read that last comment, that number 3 naughty comment.
Oh dear.
Mod says it's hard to eat caramel wafers with a mask on.
Dad, stick it underneath the mask.
That's strike 3.
Yeah. There's, you know what? I wish I was a chocolate bar manufacturer, because I would invent a chocolate bar and I'd call it something like the Mask Snacker. The Mask Chomper.
Mask chomper, oh dear me.
Buy 20 of my chocolate bars and we'll send you a free mask. that was her again. She's doing that on purpose now. I just heard it not again. Right, guys. Have we got anything else to do? The Masked Robber.
Yes.
Penny knocking on heaven's door. I love that song.
Oh.
The Masked Robber. Right. So I'm going to look at winding this down unless you guys have got something else to add.
No, nothing.
Okay. No. We do the extremely complicated YouTube schedule for this week.
Yeah, go on then.
If I can find it. Right, so we have got tonight, we've got the Part Work show where I'm going to be doing, I think I'm doing issue 104, might be issue 105, it's 100 and something. So basically I'm building more of my bust. Now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we've got marked down as no streams at all, because it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. Now, I was talking about doing a Christmas Eve stream, doing one of my models, but I'm going to be absolutely honest with you, with everything else I've got going on, I think that's a terrible idea. But I've got a little surprise for you. I haven't set it up yet. I'm actually going to be doing a 2:00 stream on Christmas Day. 3:00 stream. 3:00. Right, it's got to be 3:00. And hopefully I'm going to create a new tradition. So look out for that. But in fact, I will add it to the actual stream. I might just steal that that vacant bit. But yeah, I'm going to do it. It'll only be about 10-15 minutes. I'm just going to do a fun little stream for Christmas Day at 3:00, and that's all I'm going to tell you. Sunday is also no stream. Is there a reason for no stream? Is it because no one's got any content? I don't know. That takes us to Monday the 28th, where we have Chris Campling. He's doing issue 89 and 90 of the Terminator, which I've got here somewhere. I had some part work to come and got 20 issues of the Terminator today. Tuesday the 29th is Build with Adrian, which is Terminator ? I think that means that he's waiting for his issues to come in. And then that takes us to next Wednesday. We are having a show next week.
If you're up for it, I am.
Definitely up for it. It's my Wednesdays are always off. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what to do. I suppose a good start would be to actually find something and organise my diamond painting stash, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So what we're thinking of doing is to get a diamond painting, and I'm probably for stream, I'm probably going to do like 40 by 30s, something what I'd call, I kind of think of that as a normal size. It's not a little one, but it's not a massive one. And then we'll divide the whole thing into 12. And then we then start on a square on that stream. And then we finish the rest of the square off stream. But you know what I'm like when we say that. We will start a new square. So we'll show you what we've done, and then we'll do the next square. But also as a little bit of hopefully a fun twist, if we're dividing our thing into 12, we're trying to keep 6 weeks apart from each other. So 6 weeks, Yorkshire Craft will start a new one. 6 weeks later, I'll be starting a new one, and Yorkshire Craft will be halfway through. 6 weeks later, I'll be halfway through. Yorkshire Craft will be finishing.
I get that,
yeah. We've got one is beginning. And if you want to join in, Natasha, we could kind of coordinate it as a 4-weekly thing. Would you be up for that, Natasha?
I'll give it a go. I can let you know when I can't be on.
Yeah. And just focusing on one square, a little bit like the Christmas Advent calendar that a lot of people have been doing, where they've been dividing their diamond painting into 24 squares, pick random squares, and they do one square a day. And then no matter whatever you think, oh, this is fantastic, I want to can't carry on till next week. So I mean that would be quite easy to sort out, because we can just, obviously to start with, we'll all be doing it together. That was her again. She's
that whisk.
Yeah.
Up and down all day, getting seen at the door, aren't you?
Yeah. So maybe between the three of us, we're all going to be at a certain stage. So if one of the viewers loves seeing diamond paintings being started, then that'll be me one, and then 4 weeks that'll be Yorkshire Crafter, and whatever. So we'll try and sort something out. So what about if we say for the next couple of weeks we just do whatever, and then from the 13th of January we look at getting a diamond painting show, diamond painting. I'm
going to start another one of my Diamond Expresses, probably the puppy with the glasses on.
Okay.
So,
and then every now and again I might just mix up, because I'm still got to do these frames yet, because I'm looking at making frames, and then obviously want to do things like sealing and all sorts of things. So we've been going all. I just realised something. We've done the end all the way to the end of the show. I didn't change the number on the show, did I?
The number on the
number
20. Yeah, we're on show 20, aren't we?
We're on show 20. Do you know what that means? It means we've been doing this show almost 6 months.
Yeah.
You believe that?
It's crazy pants.
Amazing. Yeah. Right. So let me just catch up on the chat, and we'll say goodbye. So it's hard to. Right, so Danielle Boudreau says there is a 48 Christmas premiere Pippa Brown put together.
Yeah, there is,
That I haven't got a clue.
No, I haven't got a clue on that either.
No. Right. Francis Adams says, hello ladies, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. And Christmas, 24 hours. Do you know what? Actually, I've been thinking about a 24-hour stream. A couple of years ago, I did a 24-hour painting stream. And I'm thinking about doing another one. I am thinking about. Now, I raised 50 quid when I did a stream before, which went to a charity that a friend of mine has a lot to do with. And I thought about doing another stream. On YouTube, it's a little bit harder to raise funds if you are not monetized. But what I did it on Twitch, and I said, oh, anything I make today will be going towards this charity. But yeah, I mean, would you guys like what? Have we just seen another funny comment?
It's Mike again.
I will get to that one. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about a 24-hour stream? Maybe a diamond painting.
I might have to pop in and out, but yeah.
Yeah, most people, I can't see many people doing all 24 hours.
No.
I can do it, but I need 3 days off work, because what I need to do is 2 days before I need to lose sleep. And then what I do is I then go to bed in the afternoon. I get up about 11 or whatever time I start the stream, get myself sorted out. And then obviously we need to organise 2 breaks so that I can have something to eat. But yeah, it was really, really hard about the last 4 hours. And I started to hate everything I was painting these figures. And I really began to hate them because I'd been looking at them for so long. That's my only fear. If I do 24 hours of diamond painting, will I really want to do any more diamond painting for the next couple of weeks? You only do too much.
Yeah, get burnt out. Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll think about it. My birthday's not for another 5 months. So, Stone Video says it starts Christmas Master early morning. And then Mike says, Penny, have you updated your... Right, I have not. And I will get my R2D2 pen, update speeds. I write these down. You know I never go through with them, don't you? Adrian, I know you're watching. Can you do me a favour? About 6 o'clock today, can you hassle me with a message going, have you updated your Smith Speeds address? And then I'll guarantee that will get done.
And I'll remind you again later.
Yeah, I have really good friends that can really annoy me until I get stuff done, which is absolutely fantastic. Julie, if you do an espresso, I have 2 sugars.
Okay.
So there you go. It's not the end of the show, is it? Not been on. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show, and I really do apologise. You know, I just tried to but I know you guys are too smart. With doing everything this morning and the mess I'm in, I'm absolutely exhausted, and I was almost considering saying to Julie, look, can you just do the show on your own? But I think 2 weeks on the trot is asking too much. So Mike Tedstone says, so Christmas Day, sod the Queen, we're watching Penny at 3. Now it's funny you say that. That's all I'm going to say. You're actually not far off my intention there.
Oh, no.
Danielle Boudreau, the video may be playing here, but at some point I know I'll fall asleep on it. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. If I do another stream, we did one before, and I was very, very tired at some points. What tends to happen is you get tired, and then at about the time of day when you would naturally be awake anyway, you would then start to pick up again. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do it in one day. I think I did it like 6 o'clock in the evening and then went through to 6 o'clock the next day rather than doing it midnight to midnight. So what you end up with is you've got the evening and then you start to get tired because it is 2-3 in the morning. Then once you get round to about 8 o'clock in the morning, you start to pick up again because your body is waking up anyway. And then you start to get to about 3 or 4 in the afternoon and it's like, but that's fun. It's fun. It'll be the third, fourth, fifth time I'll have kept myself up for 24 hours. So I'm getting well practiced with it now. We used to do it at work. Used to do a day shift, and they say, "Oh, we've got no one to cover the night shift. Can you have a couple of hours break now and then work the night shift?" And I'm like, "That means I'll be working 24 hours." And they're like, "Yeah, no problems." So I like to see work in a nursing home with 24-hour or 22-hour shift. Oh, we'll pay you 24 hours. I'm like, oh, well, that's well worth it then, isn't it? Right. So unless anyone's got anything to add, I'm going to say goodbye.
No,
So, who should we have first as saying goodbye? Natasha?
yeah, I'll say goodbye first.
Okay, then. So, take it
Thank you for having me again, Penny and Yorkshire Crafter, and thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye.
And Mark, before I go, Mark's Mars did say Sunday dinner was shepherd's pie, Yorkshire pudding, and greens. I forgot to ask. And Mark Tester and Teresa just told me I missed some of the start of the show. I still do not have a camera. That's fine. Right, so take care, guys. As you know, I always leave Yorkshire Crafter to the end because she has the most wonderful clothes. Thank you for watching. I will be back next week. I just noticed my something I don't want on camera there. So I take care, guys, everyone. Listen, have a wonderful Christmas. And like I said earlier, give someone a call Christmas Day. Yeah, let's just hope it's a great one. And I will leave you with Yorkshire Crafter.
Well, thank you for joining us today, and have a great Christmas and safe celebrations. And yeah, so remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye.
Bye.